Hello guys, welcome back. Now another dev broadcast, episode 11. There's a bunch of little news here and there, some nice news, some whatever news, depending on who you ask, right? So first of all, this is the original post. It will be linked in the description. It talks about what's happening in 2.3, what are they gonna add, and they confirm some things that they shown on the last last broadcast, the normal stream about 2.2. They tease something about 2.3, right? So first of all, the rerun of Uluru games is going to be 1.5 rerunning as usual, like the other patch reruns that they've been doing so far. And Uluru games is going to be rerunning in 2.3. Now, this means that we're gonna get it whenever we get it. Probably at this point, we're talking about next year, sort of January-ish. Day plus minus day, I don't know exactly. But considering Global is doing 1 week less than length than normal, it's like 5 weeks instead of 6 from now on, I believe, because I think they kind of want to catch up with the patches, but it's going to take a long time before we actually catch up. That said, Uluru games first, and then the rest, I'm not going to bother looking at this, even though maybe I can. It's the same thing. It's also translated here, but is this flashbang for you guys? I don't know. Let's read it here, right? So, the new character enhancement system Fantasy is launched. This is basically referring to the standard characters buffs, and if you want to know which one are the standard characters getting buffed in 2.3, these are the characters getting buffed. So it's going to have Lilia, Sotheby, Eternity, Shamaine, surprisingly, Bicorn Bloom, Druvis, and New Babel. Now, I'm thinking, like, why Shamaine is getting buffed? I think it's because he is using a lot of cards compared to maybe his style. Like when you bring Shamaine, if it's not P5, you are using him to debuff everybody, right? And you don't really want to do his kick. So maybe they'll do something about it to optimize that gameplay. If not P5, if it's P5, then you're gonna do also DPS, but you know, maybe they're gonna fine-tune that character. So I can kind of see why, right? But you know, it is kind of falling off compared to all the other characters that are newer that are sadly the same role. That said, I'm gonna be excited to see about what the hell are they doing with these characters. They do not disclose it in here. They just say that we'll be having a fantasy system after reaching a certain level of the account. In the fantasy system, activating and upgrading the spell grid will enhance the original attributes of the character. After the spell grid is upgraded, the Flash of Thought can be memorized, and the Flash of Thought is memorized to the spell grid. The character's original mystical art will be strength, then yada yada yada, some stuff about the upgrading the old characters, and they made a system for you to manually upgrade them, I guess, so you don't have to. So they can, I don't think they can do it like automatically, right? So they make us doing it with a system called like this. This is probably might be a misspelling or whatever, like fucking up of Google Translate, you know. That's what I did, just Google Translate. Second thing, added permanent gameplay, rainy suspense. This is probably, what was it called here? Suspense in the rain. Version 2.3 will add a new permanent challenge. New permanent challenge, and no, it's not the 8-man raid, because the 8-man raid, it's already in the game, right? So they wouldn't call Suspense in the Rain a new permanent challenge if the 8-man is already there. Unless I don't know, there is a micro chance that I'm wrong, but let me know in that case. Where you can challenge the level with the co-fighting leader. So with wait, is this co-op? It might be co-op with co-fighting leader. I don't know what that means. Is that co-op? Suspense in the Rain includes the permanent challenge Sea of Myths, where you can dive down layer by layer to challenge the dangerous ruins of conscious whatever. After passing the level, you can quickly scan to obtain resources. After passing a certain number of levels in the Mystery Sea, Echo Island and Capsized Boat will be unlocked. So I'm assuming you start with the Sea of Myths, which is the starting zone. You go down or something, and they get harder and harder, and then after you clear Sea of Myth, the next lower level, lower zone appears, which is Echo Island, and then you clear Echo Island, and you go to Capsize Boat, whatever it's gonna be called on live. In Echo Island, by completing the trial, you can increase the level of the battle leader and gain more power. Capsize Boat is a limited time challenge. Reasonably allocate personnel and co-fighting leaders to challenge higher difficulty level to earn points and unlock more rewards. So is this like a second Limbo? Is this a second Limbo? Now, this mentions the co-fighting leader. It might be a mistranslation. I'm gonna ask all the people that I need to ask to check if this is actually, if we have any more information, like discrediting the fact that this might be multiplayer. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know. So it looks like you are doing 2 levels, and then the 3rd level is limited time, which implies that it's either gonna go away or get replaced by a new one. I would assume it's gonna be replaced by a new one, and we're gonna have, so you clear Sea of Myth and Echo Island, which is permanent gameplay, and then maybe a new player like struggles with that, but we're probably gonna steamroll it, and then Capsize Boat is gonna be the limited one. So it might be a Limbo 11 to 16, right? But it's gonna be for this mode, you know. Next is gonna be the optimization of the new Tower of Babel Mojo company. This is the thing in the wilderness. They're gonna add more things. I'm not gonna talk about this. You can pause the video and read if you want. This is kind of whatever. I don't know how the fuck it works. Every time I try to click it, nothing works. I click, it doesn't happen. The guy doesn't move. The thing doesn't work. So it's me messing up, but I don't know how to do that shit. So there are new things getting added to this Pog, I guess. Eventually, no, I like the system, but I don't know how to use it, because the tutorial, I think the tutorial gave me like, oh, click here once. And I clicked here and now I can't do it anymore. So I don't know what happened, but that's what it is for me. But eventually, when we get it in global, we'll understand, and you can get more materials from this. So for all the people, including me, that were lamenting all the videos that I made, oh no, the materials not enough, right? Oh my god, right? Maybe we'll finally get the materials that we are missing, such as Brewpog, such as the light bulb thing to level up from 40 to 50 and from 50 to 60, the side tube. Okay, I can't think of the word. To awaken, I guess. We don't have those. They're really annoying to get. To get a normal amount of them, you need to deplete your blue cassettes on the pawn shop, and then there's like 5 purple on the Limbo shop per patch, which is like 40 days, and you need like 25 of the purple, but you also need 5 for the level 40 to 50, but you need 25 to make into 5 yellow to do like from 50 to 60. Like, what the hell is going on? There's two side tubes every patch, and we don't even have enough for one. We barely have enough for one if you play the game religiously and you don't miss any character. So, you know, yeah, I would like to see those materials there, by the way, lol. Anyway, yeah, this, and then there's some resonance frequency modulation system optimization, insane word salad. In version 2.3, resonance frequency modulation will have a new server-wide data statistic function. So if you ever played any Hoyo games, or especially Genshin did it first because it was the first Hoyo games, not because it was the first gacha, do not shoot at me. They have, and this is what we'll have, a system in place where when you go into the resonance frequency, I don't think it's actually gonna be the resonance. It might be the resonance frequency, which is coming to us in 2.0. But even if it's the normal resonance, it's a new system that connects everybody together, so that way we can compare our choice with their choice. Like, oh, I don't know what to put here. Let me see what the other players did. on this, right? So you click, and it's going to tell you, okay, majority of the player preferred this type of resonance, and you have this other thing. And also when you are moving pieces away, I think, or maybe when you're comparing different ones that you don't know which one is going to give more of a certain stats, it's going to be very clear when it's like up green, this is going to be increasing this stat, and then when it's red and down, it's like, oh, you're losing this stat, you're losing it. So it's gonna be way easier to understand where the gain is. Yapping aside, we're gonna get some raindrops on the CN, and also we're gonna get 600 gems, or clear drops on for global, because the patch is shorter. Anyway, video's over. Let me know what you think about anything that I said. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next time.